support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
In a recent video posted online, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis expressed their regret to the general public for any inconvenience their letters of support for the accused, Danny Masterson, may have caused.
From the victims in the courtroom was kind of a mixture of relief, but also sadness and a lot of just mixed emotions about.
Indeed, Ashton Kutcher's steadfast support for Danny Masterson from the start seems to have baffled both the victims and the general public. Ashton's encouraging remarks to a serious accuser have elicited a variety of responses from his followers.
What this has done to their lives and how this has disrupted them and stolen their joy were very emotional.
One of Danny's victims and his ex-girlfriend Chrissy Carnell Bixler has decided to speak out about Danny Masterson and Ashton Kutcher in response to the entire affair. Her admissions are rather startling and give the narrative a fresh angle. Therefore, let's begin.
Two women say he raped them in his Hollywood Hills home. Now Masterson may not be a free man until he's in his 70s.
She sued Masterson and the Church of Scientology in 2019, alongside Bobette Reales, a famous actress, and two other unnamed women. She recently shared a series of interviews with Ashton Kutcher in which he revealed a horrific wager made by Masterson, who paid Kutcher $10 to kiss Mila Kunis, who was then 14 years old, while Kutcher was 19 years old.
With Danny through a lot of the 70s show stuff, so she knows these two.
Kutcher was 20 years old when the first That 70s Show episode that featured him and Kunis as fictitious lovers aired. In a clip from a 2002 episode of The Rosie O'Donnell Show, in which Kutcher and Kunis co-starred, Kutcher confesses to O'Donnell that he had reservations about the legality of the several kissing scenes because of Kunis's young age.
14 when we started the show. I was like 19, right?
Right.
And they're like, okay, you guys are going to be making out in this scene. And I'm like thinking like, wait, this is like slightly illegal.
The actress then said that Masterson and Kutcher had struck a wager, with Masterson promising to pay Kutcher $1.10 if he gave her a French kiss during their on-set kiss, which also happened to be Mila Kunis's first kiss in real life. Kunis said, "It was like the first week. I was a 14-year-old little girl, and I was extremely scared for my life." The same video has also circulated on the social media platform XS, where one person wrote, "Mila Kunis, I was a 14-year-old little girl, Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson betting $10 for a grown man to stick his tongue in a child's mouth, knowing it was first kiss and she had to do it for the show. Literally so disgusting." Bixler also shared a statement on Instagram regarding the news of Masterson being sentenced to 30 years to life for 2 counts of. She wrote, "I'm still processing everything that happened at the sentencing. I will say that last night I had my first solid and peaceful night's sleep in years. I just want to thank the following people for their tireless fight in helping us get justice." Bixler went on to name the Honorable Judge Olmedo, D.D.A. Reinhold Miller, D.D.A. Ariel Anson, George Gaskin and the Lattice Office, Detective Javier Vargas, Victims Advocate Rosario Mariscal, our angel and fierce protector Lisa Bartley, my incredible husband Cedric Bixler Zavala, sister survivors Jen, Nisha, Bobetta, Trisha, Kathleen. I hope you're all experiencing justice, and I pray deep healing for us all. She concluded her post by saying Danny Masterson will never harm another woman for as long as he shall live. To all the victims of Scientology, we aren't finished yet. She also responded to Ashton Kutcher's popular videos. Ashton Kutcher, the erstwhile star of That 70s Show, is currently experiencing a rebirth, but it's not the kind he might have anticipated, as old videos from the actor's past surface as a result of his support for his sitcom co-star Danny Masterson. The actor is now dealing with a lot of online anger. Then Chrissy posted vintage Ashton Kutcher videos from the early 2000s on her Instagram story. These videos showed instances of Kutcher making lewd remarks, with a focus on his then-girlfriend Mila Kunis and teenage actress Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff, a singer and actress, was just 15 years old when Kutcher made a remark about her in a clip from an episode of Punk'd from 2003. Bixler also posted an older version of Kunis's pleasant story from her appearance on The Rosie O'Donnell Show, which further complicated the situation. Even though it was simply meant as a joke at the time, Kutcher's apparent side bet with Masterson about French kissing her when she was only 14 highlights a frightening disdain for boundaries and consent.
Such a nice lady.
Thank you.
You're all of 19.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're in the show though. You're just
I'm the one who's kissed every single guy in the show.
Another old film showed a young Mila Kunis sitting on Ashton Kutcher's lap in That 70s Show advertisement. In this scene, Kutcher made crude jokes, laughed, and touched Cooney inappropriately, making it clear that he was uncomfortable.
I'm Ashton Kutcher, and I'm from That 70s Show TV, That 70s Show too.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm doing this is not because I think in the creases.
In order to hold Kutcher responsible for his remarks and behavior, particularly in light of his support for Danny Masterson, Bixler uploaded the videos of these earlier episodes. Even still, Bixler has compared Kutcher's actions to those of Masterson, who was found guilty of raping Kutcher. When they sent letters of support for Masterson before to his sentencing, Kutcher and Cooney's involvement in the dispute reached a fever pitch. They expressed their admiration for Masterson's character and their conviction that he did not continue to constitute a threat to society in these letters. These words sparked a great deal of public outcry since they seemed to minimize the gravity of Masterson's actions and silence the victims' voices. Masterson's role as a husband and father to his daughter was highlighted by Kunis, who is now married to Kutcher, and was shown as absolutely remarkable. She also gave Masterson credit for his steadfast dedication to preventing drug use. She wrote in her letter, "Throughout our time together, Danny has proven to be an amazing friend, confidant, and above all, an outstanding older brother figure to me. His caring nature and ability to offer guidance have been instrumental in my growth both personally and professionally. Witnessing his interactions with his daughter has been heartwarming and enlightening." She further added, "He prioritizes his family, education, and happiness above all else, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to being a loving and responsible parent. As a father, he leads by example, instilling in her values that reflect integrity, compassion, and respect for others." Kunis also wrote about Danny's influence over her. She wrote, "His influence on me in this regard has been invaluable. In an industry where the pressures and temptations of substance use can be overwhelming, Danny played a pivotal role in guiding me away from such destructive paths." Kutcher wrote to the court with identical remarks, praising Masterson as a wonderful role model and a devoted and committed husband. Kutcher related a story in which Masterson valiantly defended a helpless woman, in contrast to how his victims painted him as a predator. He wrote in the letter, "While I'm aware that the judgment has been cast as guilty on 2 counts of by force, and the victims have a great desire for justice, I hope that my testament to his character is taken into consideration in sentencing. I do not believe he is an ongoing harm to society, and having his daughter raised without a present father would be a tertiary injustice in and of itself." A day after Masterson's sentencing was handed down by Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Charlene Almeida, these letters were made public. This punishment effectively prevents the actor from being eligible for parole until he reaches senior citizen status, barring a successful appeal.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
But the criticism of Kutcher and Kunis was swift and severe, with many claiming they put their friendship with Masterson before helping survivors. The couple shared a video on social media in which they apologized in reaction to the criticism. They stressed their support for victims in the video and apologized if their messages were misunderstood or injured survivors further. One person wrote, "They are both gross. They aren't sorry. They are pissed off that the letters went public. I know a dude for 25 years who got coked up in his GF. If his family asked me to write a character letter, the nicest thing I could do would be to say, no, I won't be doing that. Thanks." They were under no obligations to write any letter. They did it because they wanted to. Another person added, "An important piece is that they didn't know that the letters would be instantly public. A stipulation for them to write the letters was that they would be sealed. It was recommended, but the judge ignored it, so the letters were opened to the public immediately." Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more celeb videos. Don't forget to like and comment. Also share it with friends and family.